over the last 9 years, that's probably one of the sweetest things that me and you have done together, because obviously, like, your sister done it, but she only went up to about 2, 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Relatable Dads Unscripted. We're figuring out fatherhood, one honest conversation at a time. Today, I've got a very special guest with me. My stepdaughter, my daughter, my first child, Ivy Amelia. I think, more nervous than she is about doing this. She was the one that suggested it. She said, when are we going to film a podcast together? So I was like, anytime you want. So she's like, yeah, let's do it. So it was her suggestion. I feel like I'm a bit more nervous than she is. Her mum is even more nervous than I am. So we'll see where we go with this. But yeah, I think would be good because obviously she's my stepdaughter. I'm not your real dad. So yeah, she's my stepdaughter, and there's a lot of blended families out there. So I feel like the conversation we are going to have now could help other step parents and stepchildren. So yeah, we'll see how we get on. Okay, so Ivy Amelia. It says here the real boss of the house. Do you think you're the real boss of the house? Who do you think is the boss of the house?
Yeah.
I didn't prompt her to say that at all. Okay, so we're going to go through a couple of questions. What's your name?
Ivy.
How old are you?
11.
What's your favourite thing to do when you're not arguing with me?
When I'm not arguing with you?
Yeah.
Probably go outside and play football, or go on my iPad or my phone.
Fair. Why have you not got your phone at the moment?
Because I lie.
All right, so nice easy one. How would you describe me in 3 words?
Kind.
Kind. Go on.
Loud.
Loud? Never.
And you're very loving.
Very loving. Oh, I wasn't expecting that one. Thanks. Who's funnier, me or mum?
Yeah.
Standard. Who's stricter, me or mum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. Don't worry. Obviously, there's no right or wrong answers, and I want you to be as honest as possible. Don't spare my feelings. Whatever you want to say, feel free to say. I don't mind. Kay, do you remember when we first met? Not the story.
What, in H&M?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you actually remember it though?
No, it's my stories you tell me.
Okay, fair enough. So I obviously knew Dan way before Ivy came along, and I saw when Dan got pregnant with Ivy, and then I saw when Ivy was born. I saw her growing up via Facebook, obviously, and then so you kind of feel like you know someone through Facebook when you actually don't have a clue who they are. So I've seen Ivy coming up the escalator, and she was just running full pelt. I thought she knew me, right? But she didn't. So I've jumped out like, ah! That was it. Burst into tears, crying her eyes out. I was like, oh no. So her mum had to console her, obviously. And then, but before I actually met up with your mum, I said, I'm great with kids. Don't worry, your daughter's going to love me. Not knowing that 9 years later that we'll be doing this together. So but yeah, so that was the first time that I met you. What was your first thoughts of me then? Like, that you remember?
The scariest human being I have ever met.
Why?
Why do you think? I thought you were a stranger just jumping out and trying to scare me.
Yeah, I was a stranger jumping out and trying to scare you, so you were right. No, but like, obviously after that, like, we consoled you. We went to the old Beams. We had dinner there. So apart from that, obviously, do you remember what were your first thoughts of this random black dude that your mum was friends with?
I can't remember.
Do you remember? What do you think, in your own opinion, makes a good stepdad?
Well, just to be loving and be who they are, and it was to try and bond with their family.
Yeah.
Because it's most important to like bond. If you haven't bond, then you have no relationship, and you haven't got a relationship, then it's not good, you know.
Don't be nervous. Just chill. What's something I did that made you think, this guy is actually he actually cares about me? It doesn't have to be from when you was young. It can be from any time.
There's a lot of moments when I'm trying to think of something. Well, my most happiest one was when, I think it was last Christmas, when you brought us tickets to go, tickets, I think, or aeroplane tickets to go to Italy.
Oh, sick.
And I love Rome. Rome was so fun.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you was going to say that. No, Rome was awesome. So we went Rome earlier in the year with a family of 5. And yeah, that was my Christmas present to everyone. And we went it was in June, weren't we? But yeah, it was
during school.
But yeah, it was awesome. I had a really good time, and we had loads of gelato, loads of cafe. It was sick.
What's cafe? Coffee. Oh yeah.
We've literally just banged an espresso as well because I'm feeling tired. So I was like, we're doing a pod together. Do you fancy an espresso? She's like, yeah. So if towards the end of it she gets a bit scatty, then you know why. Because she just banged a coffee. Okay. Yeah, so when I first met you, you was 2 years old. And we went to Old Beams, and then your mum was like, oh yeah, she just thought I just wanted to see her, and I wasn't really about spending time with you as well. So I said, oh no, we went to Epping Forest, and then me and you were like chasing ducks and trying to capture a duck, I think, in Epping Forest. And that was when, if you ask your mum, that was when she fell in love with me because of our bond together that day. And then me and you spent like the whole day together just running around causing havoc. And then we actually lost you in the 360 place where they've got in Milton Keynes. Yeah. They had another one in, I think it was Basildon. We went there, and so me and mum sitting there chilling, and the next thing we were like, where's Ives? And we couldn't find you for a good 20-25 minutes.
Where was I?
You just gone upstairs, because in that one you can just go basically from the first floor all the way up to I think there's 3 floors, but you can go all the way up by yourself without having any
adult.
Yeah. So we were literally looking around for him, where is she? And obviously I was like, right, this woman just lost her kid, you know. We've only just started seeing each other. She's already lost her kid. That's kind of deep. But yeah, we ended up finding her. I don't think you had any clue that your mum was panicking, to try and find where you were. Okay. Ooh, the good, the bad, and the funny. Honest reflection. So what do you think is the hardest thing about having a stepdad? And as I said, be honest.
When I get told off, and I'm like, you can't tell me off, you're not my dad. That's what I'm thinking in my head, but I don't say it.
Really?
Because I don't all hurt your feelings.
You'll hurt my feelings?
Yeah.
Fair enough. You know what, I've always, because as you know, I had a stepdad, and it is tough having a stepdad, because I know you're thinking, this guy ain't even my dad, bro. Why are you telling me off? But everything I say and do, I'm trying to make you the best human that you can do. And I feel like I tell you off the same way I would tell off Sienna and Roman. I know you feel like I don't sometimes. You feel like I don't.
Yes.
But it's also because you're the oldest, you have to set the example for those two. So my idea is you always follow, for example, when we're walking down the road and then you jump on a wall and start walking along the wall, then Sienna will jump on the wall, walk along the wall, then Roman will jump along the wall and walk along the wall. and if one of you falls off and hurt yourself, I would then got to take you to hospital and look like a bad parent because I'm like, my kid was walking on the wall and fell off. So if I tell you not to do it, then Sienna's not going to look upwards and see you doing it. Then Roma's not going to look upwards and see Sienna doing it. And then I ain't got to go to hospital. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay? So you might think that I'm being overly harsh on you sometimes, but I think a lot of that is because you're the oldest. So I expect better from you. And I try and tell you off, so I ain't got to tell off Sienna and I ain't got to tell off Roman. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Okay.
Does that make sense though? If it doesn't, tell me. All right. Funniest moment we've had together. Probably not the funniest moment. I'll go with this one.
Yes, please.
You think though. So it's probably not the funniest moment, but one of my favourite ever pictures of you, I think you know where I'm going with this, was when me, you, and Toby went into London. Well, me and you went to meet Toby in London, and then I made you put on an Arsenal shirt in the shop. Do you remember? And then there's like a proper goofy picture of you. I think that is not the funniest moment I've had with you, but it's definitely I think it's my favourite ever picture of you because like I'm gonna put it here, right here. You put it there, put it there, put it there. Go on, that's where I'm gonna put a picture. So yeah, I'm gonna put that picture there. It's brilliant. Like, that was probably my favourite picture of you. Funniest moment.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I can't think of nothing that stands out in my head. But that's because I've got a terrible memory.
I've got a very good memory.
Clearly not. Clearly you don't find me funny.
I do. Yeah, I can't remember.
Fair. I think we touched on it earlier. But what do you think makes a good stepdad?
I said.
No, you didn't. You said obviously bonding with the family, but what, like, is there any qualities that you feel like a good stepdad potentially? Well, a good dad in general.
Maybe courageous because I want dad. I want my dad to feel confident. So then when I'm older, I'll look up to my dad and then I'll feel confident.
Oh, really? That's an interesting answer. Do you feel that you get confidence from me? Okay. Sure.
Yeah. You know, everyone, when he walks in the street, he'll just be walking in a random street and he'll literally see anyone. He'll be like, oh, hello, and then start having a full-on chat with them.
We just come back from Tesco's and then within Tesco's I will end up chatting to multiple people. But it's because a bit of a face for her, you know what I mean? Because I'm a content creator now. That's why.
Barely anyone knows me.
What?
Barely anyone knows me.
Anyone knows you?
No, anyone knows you.
You did say you though. So
yeah, I know. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, no, we'll take that.
I didn't mean
it. Okay. What's one thing I do that annoys you the most?
Well, disgusting wise, just farting in my face is disgusting.
I've never done that to you before.
Yes, you have.
The camera's there, you know. Can't say that.
Yes, I can. And if we're fighting,
oh, that's one thing you've done.
Oh.
So we play fight a lot, all the time. And I'll put them in chokeholds and I'll just like beat them up a little bit. Not bad. We always play fighting. She went to school and told someone in school that I choked her. So then I had the head teacher ring my phone saying, oh, they rang your mum's phone and was like, we've just had a report of Ivy's dad chokes her. And then Dan was like, no, he doesn't. It's just their play fight and blah, blah, blah. I had to go up to the school the next day to explain to the teacher, Miss Seeger, that no, I don't choke my daughter. We just play fight. that was the most embarrassing thing that I've ever had to do, because I've had to then explain to a head teacher that, no, I don't choke my daughter, I just play fight with her. Right, done me in there. But then I felt really guilty, because I'm like, Ivy, you can't say that in school, because otherwise I'm going to end up getting in a lot of trouble. But then I felt like I'm over explaining it. So I felt guilty because I feel like I'm doing something wrong. So yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, but when we play fight, if he puts a pillow on me or just like sits on me, I can't handle it. I'm claustrophobic.
You're not.
I am claustrophobic. I cannot handle it. That's why I scream upstairs, because I'll be sitting on the beanbag and Roman and Sienna both come jumping on me, and then I have no space to even breathe. So I have to push them all off and try to get off, but then Roman's still on me. So then I scream, and then he just does that, and then I scream and I scream and I scream, and I won't let him out, and then he just chokes me, and I can barely breathe, and then he's trying to make me say sorry, Kindroppy the Second, Your Majesty. And it's so annoying because it's a lot of words to say when you're joking.
Well, I'm going to do that again in a minute.
No.
What's one thing I do that makes you feel loved?
When you take us out.
Take you out? Take you out where?
You take us out to a lot of fun places like the cinema. Like we had this one week in summer term, whatever it's called, summer break. And Aaron had 1 week off of his work, and he took and I said I think 3 days in that week he took us to the cinema, and we watched a lot of movies. And when we go to the cinema, he makes this little snack box, and I don't really like the crisps he put in that, but that's just my opinion because I don't really like crisps anyway. But he puts popcorn in there, he puts sweets in there, and then he puts it in a bag. Makes me hold the bag, because then if he holds the bag, they can check in his bag because he's an adult, but they can't check in my bag because I'm a kid.
Fair. How do you think I've changed since I first came into your life?
I don't remember.
Fair enough.
But I think you know more about me now. I don't think you
about you than anybody.
No, than anybody.
Who knows more? Who knows you better than me?
Mum.
Nah, no way. Even your mum would say I know you better.
No, what's my favourite colour?
Purple. It was.
Purple?
It was.
Purple?
Pink. It is pink now.
It is pink.
But it was purple. The last colour you said was your favourite.
No, right? My last colour that I said was my favourite one was mint green.
So yeah, I got it right. But then before that it was purple. Then it went mint green, and now it's pink. So, and the only reason you said you didn't like pink anymore was because there's an idiot girl in your primary school. That's why you changed your colour. See, I know all this stuff. You could give me a quiz anytime you want, and I'd always be able to answer it.
What's my favourite animal?
Monkey. Has to be. Go on, let's go. Next question. What were we saying?
Who has been my best friend for years now, years, but then we split up because that person blocked me on WhatsApp. He blocks me. Just a person, so you have to guess who. I've known him for Ahil. He blocked me and deleted me and said to Kiana that I was annoying, and Kiana said why, and then he said, oh, I have my reasons. And then the other day I saw Morrison, and it was awkward as.
Yeah. I ain't friends with you no more.
No.
Oh, deep. Don't worry, Van will be watching this, so she was going to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, man, now tell Ahil off.
Fair. Okay, right, I didn't know that. But see how I got the person right, though. See?
Because I've known him from 6 months old.
I got the question right. I've got another question then. I've got this.
I
won anyway.
Who is my best friend in Watling? My best friend in Watling. In Watling, yeah. I've got a best friend in Watling. She's in my form. And she's ginger.
I swear you said her name's Isabel or something like that.
Isabel? Isabel, no. Her name doesn't even start with an I.
What does it start with?
S. We know 2 of these people, 2. And they have the exact same name. One from your family, and one from, well, not even in our family, one from Mummy's friend, daughter.
I can't remember.
Okay. Scarlett. Scarlett. My Scarlett.
Scarlett.
Yeah. My Scarlett is Ginger, and her last name's Hartwell.
Can't be shouting at her name like that, you know.
Yeah, she's really nice, by the way, guys.
Okay. Donut. All right. Gonna get a little bit deeper now. Even though I smashed all your questions, and you've only been friends with this Scarlett for like a couple of weeks, so that can't really. It don't count.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So, how do you feel when people say stepdad as opposed to dad?
Well, I think my stepdad. I think you are basically. I think you are basically my dad.
Yeah,
like, no, I wouldn't call you as my stepdad. I'd call you as my dad.
Okay.
My dad don't want to swear.
No.
But he's a P word. Yeah, and I would never ever call him my dad. Never. Even if he came back, no, you're not my dad.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk about that off camera. Okay, so does it bother you when people say stepdad, or does it not bother you?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
Okay. So what does family mean to you?
Well, my family right now, and people who care for you, who like provide for you, you know, like give them food, water, the necessities that you need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you this one for you kind of answer this in part, but I'm going to ask you directly now. Do you ever feel different from Sienna and Roman? And be honest as well. Because me and Mum spoke about this, so I want to hear from your point.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. In what sense?
Well, first of all, like they're both my half siblings, and then I feel like I don't really look like them. So then when people say, "Oh my God, is that actually your sister?" and then people always think I'm lying about it, but then I say I'm not, and then so then I just look different because both of them look like you, and I look like my mum.
You look like me, bruv.
No, I don't. I think there's only like one person, I don't know where, but they said that I looked like him, and I was like, we're not even related.
It was only, I think it was in Spain. Some woman said that Sienna looked like Mum, and then you look like me. I was like, funny that. But yeah. But apart from, like, obviously look-wise, do you feel like you get treated differently? And you can be honest.
I've told the telling off bit. That's all I think, that we get treated differently.
What, when I tell you off? Yeah.
I feel like this is your favourites in order. Sienna, Roman, me. I feel like that's your favourites in order.
No, I hate you all equally.
That's supposed to be the other way around. You love us all equally.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to say, yeah. Nah, I do. I love you all equally. But like...
But then Sienna feels the same with Mum. She thinks that I'm Mum's favourite, then Roman, then her.
Oh, really? No, Roman's your Mum's favourite. Yeah,
that's what I said to her. That's what I said.
I think all right, in order, who do you think for your mum then?
Roman, me and Sienna.
Sienna's definitely third for your mum.
Yeah.
Well, if you do feel differently, then I'm sorry. And I don't ever want you to feel differently. And you do know I love you more than anything. And you are my first daughter. You are my first child. So if I am harsh on you, it's only because I've got high standards of what I want you to achieve. But you know I've always got your back, no matter what. Okay? So I don't treat you differently. I think you're all a bunch of annoying little rats. I'm not joking. Okay. What have I taught you, or what have you learned from me that you can think of?
What have you taught me? Well, first thing first, you told me to definitely not turn out like my dad. And you've also taught me to respect people and to be kind and have manners, have good manners.
So you don't really know this, but when we was in York, when you was, how old did you? About 2. Yeah, 2. I kind of at that moment realized that I didn't want to be apart from your mum and you. And because you was just coming out with all these random new phrases and stuff you was learning from school and everything else. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know that kids learn that quickly. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to be apart from you and your mum because I miss all of those kind of things. But so yeah, that was kind of, I never knew that I could, you taught me to be a dad because I never thought that, I always wanted to be a dad, but I never thought that I had it in my locker to become a father and to be good, because I came from a father that wasn't good, and he had a father that I don't think was very good to him as well. So I thought it was going to be a generational curse. So I had to try and kick that curse and be the best dad that I can be. And I remember one time I said to you, Ives, if there's anything that, do you remember what I'm going to say? I said, if there's anything that you want me to do, or anything that I can do to be a better dad for you, then let me know.
Yeah.
And then what you said to me, do you remember what you said? Go on.
I didn't need to tell you to do anything because you're already the best dad.
Yeah, mate, even you say it now. Yeah, it means a lot, because obviously I do try and be the best dad for you, innit? And I know it is difficult because I'm not genetically your father, but I tell you off like your real dad, and I know it can be difficult, and we've had some proper moments where it's been difficult for me and you, where I feel like we've butted heads quite a lot, but then,
which was yesterday.
Yeah. But then we come out of it, do you know what I mean? And yes, it is tough. And I always say to everyone, it is tough being a step parent, because you're always you overthink a lot of things as a parent. You overthink a lot of things as a parent, but then you even more so overthink everything because you're a step parent. So it is challenging being a step parent, but you do make it easy because you are a good kid, and I do love you lots. All right. Got all emotional and shit. Didn't know that was going to take a turn. Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up? We're going to completely go off topic now, because
I've said this for about a couple of months now. I want to be a physiotherapist.
What makes you want to be a physio?
So I've basically seen you do massages and stuff, and I've been to a chiropractor, and that seemed like a good, it seemed like you're helping someone. And you said to me, I wanted to travel the world with you. I said that I think also a couple of months ago. I said, Dad, I want to travel the world with you. So then I was writing down different countries that we'd go to, and then you said, oh well, what do you want to be when you're older? And then you said, well, you have to be something so you can do it all around the world. And then I thought, and I was like, yeah, maybe a physiotherapist. I like the job. It sounds like a really good job, and I know a couple of people who also want to be a physiotherapist.
If you do, I've got a lot of connections to help you get there, because that's what I do. I network for fun. But I've got some great people around me who are physios, have done physiotherapy, and like, if I could start all over again from when I was a youth, I'd probably be a physio. I wish I did become a physio, because it's a job that you can travel with, and you're helping people on a daily basis. So with my sports massage, I do help people, but yeah, as a physio, you're getting paid more money. So like, yeah, definitely. All right. What kind of parent do you think you'll be one day?
So I already knew the answer to this. So so Dad told me this when we were in the kitchen before we started, and he was like, "Oh, these are the couple of questions." And I think that was the last question you asked me, and then I was like, "Oh, I already know the answer." I think I've seen you be a parent. I've seen Mum be a parent, but I don't really want to be a parent.
You don't want to be like us as parents?
No.
Why?
Because I want to be like Auntie Alex. So.
But it's different. When you're an aunt, it's very different than when you're a parent, because your aunt is just there to say, yeah, here you go, loads of fun stuff, blah, blah, blah. But then they're not there on the disciplinary side of things. And like...
It's because I really want to like go on holiday like a lot, like a lot.
So you don't want to be a parent?
No, not really.
Nah, fair enough.
And if I was to be a parent, I'd want 2 children, like my cousin Max and Agor.
Yeah.
I want the boy to be the oldest and the girl to be the youngest.
That is the ideal scenario. That's what I wish, because
I want the boy to protect the door.
That's what I wanted. So that's why I've got to make Roman an absolute like monster, so he can protect you. Because I ain't going to be here the whole time, you know what I mean? So I need Roman to be able to look after you and your older sister, your younger sister, and also your mother. What advice would you give other kids who have a stepdad?
Give him a chance. Give him a chance, see how it turns out. And if you don't like it, well, tell him and see if he can change.
Oh, sick. So you'd offer feedback?
Yeah.
Okay. What advice, this is interesting, what advice would you give other dads or stepdads trying to bond with their kids?
Well, first of all, just be who you are. Like go out there, show them who you are. Try to like go out with them. Try to like talk to them, have a conversation. See if they go out with them. See if they have liked you. And if they have any feedback, take the feedback personally and try to change if you can.
Nice. I weren't expecting these answers. Good job. What's one thing you'd always want me to always remember about being your stepdad?
First thing, I am your best stepdaughter, like the best stepdaughter.
Yeah.
And that's it. For you to remember about being a stepdad, that you were a really good one. Like, if you die and if you go to heaven, well, I believe that you get resurrected and then go into an animal or like something else. It depends if you've been good or bad. Yeah, but whatever you become is what I believe. Then you have to remember that you were a really good stepdad. You were like the best.
So I've got just came to my mind. One of my sweetest things. Do you remember when I was doing Ramadan and then you done it with me, and then me and you went out for a meal that night?
Oh yeah, that was a massive meal, honestly.
Yeah, I chowed down, bro. But yeah, it was probably one of the, because you done it fully as well. I didn't think you was gonna go through the whole day, and I said to your mum, I was like, oh, I don't think she's gonna do like the whole thing, and especially like not drinking, not eating, like no water, nothing, and like for you to do that it was a massive thing for me that you'd done it with me.
Yeah,
and it was
because Esme was around that day as well. It was Esme, Sienna, and Roman, and they all went. I think they went out and got like a Greg's or something for lunch, and I was like, I want to eat. And Mum was like, "Are you sure? Because you can quit now." And I was like, "No, I'm not going to quit."
Your mum tries to make you weak. No, I respect that. I rate it. No,
and then I wanted to do it in school, but Mum didn't.
Yeah, but no.
And then I tried to do it in school, but then I got caught.
That was really sweet. And then we went out for a meal that night. And yeah, that was probably of all the things over the last 9 years, that's probably one of the sweetest things that me and you have done together, because obviously, like, your sister done it, but she only went up to about 2-3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, she did it about until 3 in the afternoon. Then you went out for like a Pizza Express or something. But
you smashed it. You done the whole day. You done really well. Okay, so it says like closing statement here. So I always want you to remember that I do love you just as much as the other two, and as much as you might think I'm being hard on you, I'm not. I'm just trying to be the best that I can be for you and make you the best adult that you can possibly be as well. All right. Okay. So I've heard that you've got 3 questions for me. Do you know what they are?
Yeah.
Go on.
So first question was, what did you think of me when you first met me?
Right, this girl's annoying. No, I'm joking. Now, you drank so much milk. So when
I love milk. Milk is like the best. I get milk from McDonald's. If I can't get like a milkshake or something, I'll ask for milk.
Yeah, I remember when I first got your mum, she used to just give you so much milk. It was a joke. And I was like, and then I'd be on my way home from work. Bearing in mind, I bought like 4 pints the day before. I'd be on my way home from work. She's like, "Oh, can you get milk on the way home?" I was like, "I only just bought 4." Yeah, Ivy. And then you used to have it at night, throughout the night, everything. So that soon changed when I came along, because I was like, she just drinks like a baby cow. So, but no, you was always like a really sweet girl. And yeah, you was just a really, like, we was always very playful, because when I first came along, your mum always worked on like every other Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So me and you used to just generally go to a pub and watch football, or my life was basically in London when I first moved up here. So me and you would just jump on a train to London and then spend the weekend in London and then come back. If I knew I had you on the Sunday, then generally we'd go to London on the Saturday, stay over, and then come back on the Sunday afternoon. But my mum used to look after you, and then I'd go out and party, and then I'd wake up in the morning.
I remember when Mum used to work at Indigo Sun, and she used to always bring me to Indigo Sun. And there's like little like not cubicles, like these little boxes where you can go in. And I went in one, and it's so cool because there's like lights and everything. And I was actually allowed in there, because when I was a kid, so usually you're not allowed in there. But my mum works there, and I couldn't go anywhere else except from nannies. But sometimes nanny couldn't look after me either, because she works at this bra place. And yeah, it was really fun in there. I was just messing around with the lights.
Second question.
How do you think you changed when you first saw me?
How do you think I changed?
Yeah, how do you think you changed?
Grown up. Before I got your mum, I was always very selfish in terms of my time was my time. I didn't really care about anyone else. But then obviously as a parent, you can't have that mindset, because I always have to put you lot first before I make any kind of plans or arrangements or anything like that. Even for me going to the gym, I say to mum, like, I'm going to gym, like, make sure you lot are all right, and then I'll go gym. Or like if I'm arranging a night out, then I'm like, I need to make sure that you lot are all right, and then I go out, you know what I mean? But even to the point of, I don't really, if I know that I'm being dad the next day, I won't go out and drink heavily, because I know that it's selfish of me to be hungover the next day when I'm looking after you lot. So I'm just like, I'll know my limits, get to a good level of being slightly drunk, but then I know that I've got to be dad the next day. So I'm like, I don't need to carry on, you know what I mean? Third question?
I just forgot it in my head, so I'm trying to think of a new one.
Go on.
I'm trying to think because I forgot it in my head because I've been memorizing it in my head since I was in Sienna's room, which was like an hour ago. And I've been trying to memorize it since I was in the kitchen. I was trying to memorize it and I've just forgotten it because we've been doing so many questions. I've had to use my brain.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's very tragic.
One thing I would say though is I am very proud of you, and the fact that you, apart from a couple of weeks ago, you've never had any kind of badness coming from school. Like it's always been, you've always had good school reports. And I remember like, I've been emotional at times when I've heard your like parents' evenings or school reports and that, 'cause I'm like, I'm super proud of you. So yeah, you're doing very well. But yeah, if you can't remember your last question, we'll call it there, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, then sound. All right, tell them to subscribe.
Guys, make sure you subscribe and like.
And tell them to put a comment on it as well.
And put a comment on it. Yeah.
All right, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to hear a part 2 with Ivy Amelia, drop a comment on there. Tell us, Ivy, come back, and then we'll think of some more things that we can talk about. But yeah, until next time, peace.